Hey everyone, it's Ahrcéus. Today we will attempt to beat the world record race time in KSI Launch Party Karting. Please skip to this timestamp if you just want to head straight to the action. But yes, for all of those who might be wondering, the current world record in the KSI Launch Party is 1 minute 50 seconds, and this was set by 3-time Iron Racing World Champion Dakair 2. Today we will try to beat that record, and let's see if we can at least get close to 150. Alright people, so we're now gonna begin our first attempt in this KSI Launch Party Karting mode. And to be honest, I gotta say that my first few attempts in this karting game weren't too great or phenomenal, to be honest. I was trying to get a good grip of the track and possibly study the entire track to expand the limits as much as I can and get even faster lap times. Over here we're now at 22 seconds, and if you can notice right there, I tried to expand myself a bit to the outside to possibly get a faster lap time by shortening the gap as much as I can by using the tarmac and the exterior of the tarmac here. On to the final straight, we get 39 seconds, hitting the checkered flag, approximately 38 to 39 seconds for the first lap. And on to the second lap, we continue the charge. Honestly, if you can gauge yourselves on this red sort of gauge on the bottom of the screen, I'm thinking that's supposed to be the gauge. But honestly, if you're gonna ask me, I have no clue how that thing works, considering that the karting mechanics in the KSI Launch Party event are simply simple, to be honest. And you wouldn't need to do manual gears, shift gears, nothing. You have to just focus on hitting all these jump boosters, the head starts, call it whatever you want. Those things are what you need the most. If you miss any of these things, you're possibly not gonna get a good lap time. And to continue, you also have to take into mind the racing line, because racing lines, I'm just talk about it in a general sense, okay? All of these things matter because you will be able to possibly shorten the gap and get as much speed as you can and technically just be faster by the end of the race. In this case, in my first few attempts, I've been trying to go and study the tarmac, the turns, everything. And we get 1 minute and 54 seconds in this first attempt. In this video, by the way. The second attempt now, hopefully we can get at least a second faster. But to look on my improvements over here, I'm trying to go and hit the head starts, the jump boosters, and staying as close to the wall as I can, but being careful not to hit the wall, because if I hit the wall, that will be really dangerous, especially in deteriorating the lap time that I have been getting. And also, I've been doing my best to be consistent and keeping the racing line intact and getting this specific corner in the entire track is specifically hard because of the maneuverability that you need to take into mind here. However, the first few straights in this bridge are pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's easy for you to not make a mistake here, but still, mistakes are inevitable. It can happen anytime here, so you have to simply be careful. 54 seconds now, and I think about a minute. If you do the racing line properly, you would already be near the end of the whole racetrack. But right now, I'm at 1 minute and 5 seconds, hitting the final one before this huge turn all the way to the final starting area for the racetrack. And it's pretty much difficult if you don't hit that right. So we're now at 1:18 seconds. And as you can see, it's a bit slower than the previous one, but let's try to possibly recuperate in the succeeding head starts that we have here. Okay, that's pretty much good. I'm loving how that pace looks like. And onto this pace right here has to be really consistent, because if you mess up and possibly hit any of the walls here, it will be really dangerous for you. And as you can see, I'm trying to not go a bit too wide in that final huge turn, which is really hard to master. I actually swivel there a bit, and let's see what we'll get. Yes! We got at least a second or at least a few tenths faster. 1 minute and 53 seconds. Wow, too much speaking, to be honest. And this is our third to the last challenge, and let's see what we can get here. Also, a huge shout out to two of my friends who were with me earlier in the recording of this video. First is Goku Black as well as Miguel Pro. So shout out to you guys if you're watching this video. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get you guys on the camera, but I did see your messages, so here's a shout out. And also to Drake Dev, also known as Adam, one of my drivers in GG3 Racing-GrowStocks. Shout out to you as well. So this is our third to the last, the penultimate attempt to possibly beat Dakair's record, which I think I could not beat honestly, but at least be close to that level, you know. 1 minute and 50 seconds. That is 10 seconds to the average lap time, which is insane to be honest. So 45 seconds now to be honest here, and we're now, let's say, approaching these head starts, and things are looking pretty good. By the moment we hit this head start, we hit 55 seconds. So that is what I'm trying to get here. I'm trying to apply all the previous mistakes in the previous attempts I've been doing here, and hopefully get 55 seconds once I hit that specific head start earlier that we passed already. Goodness, time flies so much and I just keep speaking. Forgive me guys. So 1 minute and 20 seconds. We're now about to hit the third. Yes, this is the third one, if I'm not mistaken, the third head start. I have no idea anymore as we start to hit these succeeding head starts that are actually 3 in a row. This one is 1 minute and 32 seconds the moment we hit that singular head start. And I almost hit there, but goodness me, I was able to avoid that. This is really difficult, but actually luckily for me I was able to handle that thing right. If you don't do that turn properly, you're gonna hit that pole, and if you hit that pole, that's gonna be bad for you. Alright, that's actually 1 minute and 52 seconds. We're actually increasing our lap time by 1 second at a time. This is the final, the finale, and hopefully we can get close to 1 minute and 50. So let's take a look at this one. Let's concentrate ourselves in the commentary regarding the final attempt that we can get here. 13 seconds. We're now hitting the succeeding head starts all the way to the singular one. 18 seconds. Oh, we could have done that much faster if I wasn't a bit too slow there. Going a bit outside here to get much more speed and going around the corners here. Oh, narrowly missing that street lamp, which is lucky for me, and also avoiding that lamppost right there. Amazing stuff. All the way to the final straight, getting all of these head starts. That is 38 seconds for the first lap in this attempt. The final attempt, people. The second head start we just hit right now, all the way to the third one, and all the way to the succeeding head starts. The process repeats all over and over and over again. 54 seconds now. 55. Yes, we hit it on lap 2, guys. This is sick. And now all the way to the 1 minute mark. Try to get a bit outside of the tarmac there, almost avoiding that lamppost, and all the way to the final and difficult corner of this racetrack. We just avoided that, and let's go gather and eat all of that head starts right there. Really phenomenal. Oh wow. And now all the way to the second head start of the final lap, guys. 1 minute and 23 seconds. Let us go all the way to the succeeding head starts. 1 minute and 28 seconds now. 29 and 30, and all the way to the singular one. We actually hit a second faster there. I cannot believe it. And all the way here, repeating the same process. Be consistent as much as we can. Let's hit that right there. And apparently I've gotten some boost that I have no idea how to explain where that came from, to be honest, but that gives us enough time to possibly close as we close the final straight here. 1 minute and 51 seconds. We are just 1 second away to the fastest, the world record lap time. So unfortunately we missed that spot, but still 1 second close to the world record so far in the KSI Launch Party event. Karting racetrack is such a huge feat. Wow. So shout out to Dakair who set the fastest lap time, and thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. This would really help out. And always remember, GG3 for life.
Game changer, rearrange your strategies. The same way we see you change the strategy. Step up, 4, you're done, my son. Let it rip, come equipped, it's begun. 3, 2, is it about the destination or the journey you find it? When you top that hill, there's still a mountain behind it. All the time the stage around you's changing. So isn't it your business not to just maintain, but change within it? No limits but the ones you place upon yourself. These trophies on your shelf made